So I've winnowed down the Aminatou deck, the Precon as it came, from 60 creatures and non-creatures to 36. Okay, so I've got 36 in this pile, and then I have 24 slots, and then I took my gigantic pile of candidates that went in many directions and picked out what I think are the best cards just to make the deck generically better. It's not an Esper Enchantments build or an Esper Zombies build. It's anything like that. It's all value, just value cards. And there are 36 here. So I've got to pick from these 36 cards, I got to take 12 out. Okay, so I'm going to go through the creatures. These are all creatures, especially the heavies. And these are all creatures. And then I've got my instants. And I've got my sorceries. And then I've got my enchantments. Okay, I picked only what I thought were the best of the best from that pile. And now I'm going to go through. So my current Aminatou deck, and I left some of the ninjas. I think they deserve to be in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only have 16 creatures right now. Okay, and of the really what I think are the heavy duty critters, I definitely want to keep all of these 6. Okay, so remember I had 36, and I'm going to have to get rid of 12 cards altogether. So I'm putting in 6 for sure. Then from these creatures, I'm not sure about the Mystic, but I think I'm sure about the Omen Speaker because it gives me Scry. I'm not sure about this one, even though it's really good, and I want to include it almost like as a knee-jerk reaction. And I'm not sure about this one either, and I'm not sure about this one either. But I really want to look at my opponent's hand. I'm not sure because even though I can dig this out of the graveyard, it is not. I don't really have a strategy in this deck except winning. This one for sure. Now that I've picked all creatures, how many creatures these are going to be helped? For the ones that I've definitely picked, are going to be helped by Tetsuko. Okay, so how many of them have either a 1 power or a 1 toughness? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, only 6. It's not worth it. So I'm not gonna put it in the first pass. Okay, so I think those are my creatures for now, and they include the ones that come with the deck and the ones that I have chosen. Okay, so I'm gonna set aside my creatures, and I'm gonna go through my instants. Okay, so these are the ones that I chose. And then from the instants that I have, and I'm going to try to keep as many of the instants that I have as possible, because I think in Commander having instants matter for disrupting the game. Okay, sorceries are really a lot more defensive. Okay, so I definitely want to keep this, put it in. I do want to do this. I would like to take out any Planeswalker, especially if they're commanders and they're on the field. For the draw effect, I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it for a second pass. And then definitely I want to do this because I get to do it twice. I do want to have at least 1 counter spell, maybe even 2. And I do want to have a lowly on summon effect. Okay, so that's it for that. Okay, so now putting them in a pile, the things that I've chosen. Then for sorceries, Okay, got my miracles. I think as much as I like extra turns, I'm not going to put this in the first pass. But I definitely want to put this one. Then for the draw effects, I'm going to leave them out for now. But I am going to put in the tutor. And I want to sack for drawing cards. Okay? Yeah. I'm not going to put that in, but I'm going to put that in right now. So that's what I have so far. And then when it comes to the artifacts, I think I only had... Oh, and I didn't do the enchantments. I'm sorry. Do I even have any enchantments left from the precon? And I don't think I do. I think I took anything that was an enchantment. It just didn't make it. Not sure if I'm going to pick any enchantments. For now, I'm just going to mark in my mind that I have them. Okay? But I am going to put in Gilded Lotus. And let's see what our count is. If you've watched any of my builds, you know that I do lots of counts. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 3 slots. Okay, so of these cards that I have that did not make the first cut, what are the best 3 cards? I have not done a mana curve, but because I am taking, I'm starting with a precon, I'm not as worried about that. And I already took a lot of heavy stuff anyways. So 3 cards that in this deck are going to be the best. What does it really need? Okay? What does the deck really need? So I'm going to go through them. And then after I go through them, I'm going to go through the deck and think about what is it doing right now? What is how is this deck operating right now? Okay? So okay, so of course Aminatou is Aminatou. Going to be able to gain life and force at least an opponent to lose life. Each opponent, yeah, so this is going to be really good. I'm going to be able to look at my opponent's hand. I'm going to be able to scry a ton, recover my critters that die, gain life and draw a ton off of this when it lands, or any time actually. Be able to destroy something on a stick. Potentially, if I get the really heavy kicker effect late game, drop a bunch of zombie tokens. A flyer that can cost a Scarred. Then I can exile stuff from my exile critters for zombie tokens. Okay, and I can gain some life while I'm at it, while I'm attacking with this. Play with odd. Okay, so odd. Okay, so one thing that I should do is look at my odd CMC cards. How many do I have? How many does this deck have? So let's read the card again so that we know what we're looking for, that we know what we're looking for, the right thing. Cards converted mana cost is odd. Okay, so how many cards do we have with odd converted mana cost? And I'm only missing 3 slots, so it's going to be, whatever that number is, it's going to be close to the real number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, No, I did it. I messed up the count. I am sorry, folks. Not as good at catching odds as I thought I was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, so roughly half the deck. Okay, so that's good. So roughly half the deck is odd. Of course, if I really wanted to optimize it, I would make some other inclusions, but I really am going right now in the deck for what I think are going to be really good cards. Okay, so we were on to what the deck is doing. Okay, and we stopped here. Disruption. Get to trade one lost critter for something. All right, target non-land permanent. That's good. Get to scry. Get to do a balance effect. Some unblockable. Do a little manifest. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. How many creatures do I have so far? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm up to 25. Not a big shift from where I was in the original pre-con. So maybe the designers had a good idea, because even when I did the best I could to better the deck, I still came out with roughly the same creature count. Okay, so a balance effect, and this guy, this is where I stopped. Opponents lose life. I can save some life. I can protect myself a little. I can help my commander. I can draw. I can potentially hit -3/-3. Yeah, so I'm doing a wide variety of things. I decided to keep this guy. I'm doing a wide variety of things. What can I use more of? Well, I can always use more destruction and evasion. I can use more scrying. I can use some like heavy duty effect. Maybe these two guys. I can always use looking more at my deck and this guy. So really, we're looking at picking 3 out of these cards. I think filtering is very important in this deck. So these two go, and what is the best one of these 4 cards? I think one of these 2, because I'm not really going for some super heavy killer effect, and I'm not going for this as much as I thought I would. So which one of these 2 is the best one? This one's for a creature, and this one's for a non-land permanent. This one wins. So there you have it. That's the deck.